Hey everybody, it's Kim coming at you today with my first ever story time. So excited. So I'm coming to you as well from my brand new car. I got a 2016 Cruise, and that actually has a lot to do with this story. So I had a pretty difficult car buying experience. I'm going to start way back at the beginning. So about a week ago, my car, which was a 99 Taurus, died. The head gasket blew. I was driving home from work, and it was just not worth it to fix at that point. It was going to be over $1,000. It was just buy a new car because it wasn't worth it. So I knew I wanted a Cruise. I'd been looking for a new car for the last couple months anyway. I knew I wanted a Cruise. I was going to get a used one, but the used prices just weren't worth it. So I decided to just get a brand new one. So the first dealership that I went to, the guy was really trying to push me to get a lease. He really wanted me to get a lease. I really didn't want a lease. I wanted to buy my car. I want to own my car because I'm going to have it for a number of years anyway. So it didn't seem like a good idea to get a lease. So didn't want to get a lease. He just kept trying to convince me to get a lease. Eventually I test drove the 2016 Cruise, and I didn't like it. I did not like the 2016 Cruise. Come to find out, Chevy actually redesigned the Cruise halfway through the model year, and the new Cruise is sportier, and it has all these other features that I just don't like. There was one way to get the Cruise that I wanted. That was the Cruise Limited, the 2016 Cruise Limited. It was the first half of the model year. It had all the old model features. It was basically the car that I wanted. They did not have any of that car on their lot, so I left, and this was on Monday. So, obviously I had to work through the week. I rented a car, did what I needed to do with my rental, and then on Thursday I went to another car dealership. Now this car dealership, I had obviously been shopping online trying to find this car that I wanted. This car dealership had the car listed for what was it? Like $14,000 something, and it was great. It was like a significant reduction in price. I figured because this car is almost a year old now, they just wanted to get rid of it. So I go in, and the guy began by just being flat out rude to me, telling me there was no way he was ever going to get it down to that price, and he could only go down to $20,000 because I didn't qualify for this and this and this. And when I asked him, you have this car listed on your website for this price, I just want to get the car for at least close to this price. I understand if there's certain things that I don't qualify for, but obviously there's something that you have to be able to do for me. And that's when the excuses started. So the first excuse was, well, another dealership, this car is actually not even our lot. Another dealership has this car. They're the ones that are putting this price up. We're trying to get that fixed. We're trying to get it so we're the only ones. And I just stopped right there, and I was like, okay, so what you're telling me is, even though someone from your dealership texted me this week and said, yes, we have your car that you want in stock, the one that you specifically clicked on and, inquired about on the website, I received multiple text messages saying, yes, this car is available. You, A, don't have it, and B, aren't even going to try to work with me. Okay, so I went to leave that car dealership, called the dealership that had the car, talked to this wonderful, amazing gentleman who actually treated me like a human being, and he gave me a price which was significantly lower than what the other guy had told me I'd be able to get anywhere. And, oh, and that's the other thing. This other guy told me specifically to go raise a stink at that other dealership. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to just get the price that I'm requesting, because that's the price that you guys are selling it for, but whatever. So I called this other dealership. He said, no, I'm not actually going to be able to give it to you for that price. That's the price with all the reductions, including employee pricing and this, that, and the other thing, which, by the way, you don't go into a clothing store and the price on the price tag is what the employees are able to buy. You go into a clothing store and the price is on the price tag. I feel like that's the same way cars should be sold, but apparently it's not. Anyway, so I obviously bought the car from that guy, but I wrote a Yelp review. And let me read to you my review. I don't think it was that mean. And then apparently GM emailed the entire review to all of their company and then fired the general manager of this specific store. So here's what I said. I've never had such a bad experience. You look at a car online, request to be contacted via an email. You get an email, a call, and a text. Great. The car you requested is available. Awesome. So you rush out of work and go to the dealership. And come to find out they don't even have the model on their lot. And oh yeah, that price is off by $6,000, so we wouldn't be able to do that anyway, even if we did have that car. I got nothing but excuses and bait and switch. I would not recommend this place to my worst enemy. That's all it said. And then when I went to go buy my car the very next day at the dealership with the person who actually treated me like a human being, he said to me, by the way, that guy was fired. Now, I'm not like a bad person. I'm not a horrible person. Do I feel a little bad that this guy no longer has a job? Yes. But at the same time, if you cannot provide someone with customer service, if you cannot give a good reason why you're not able to do something, if you're not able to at least be kind to a person that's in your dealership, if you can't tell the truth to someone, maybe you need to rethink your employment, or maybe you need to rethink your personality, or your just anything that you're doing. So yeah, that is the story of how I got someone fired this week. As always, do not forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know if you want to see any more story times like this. I don't have a whole lot of them, but I'm sure I could think of some. And yeah, as usual, do not forget to share this video with your friends. See you guys next time.